Hey everyone, it's Michael Greenwood. So for this episode, just going to be answering a few questions about SEO that I've noticed on Reddit and some other places, basically. Love to answer these questions and help out and add value where I can. So this is somebody who's currently handling SEO for his agency, um, and is the only person actually doing the marketing. So he's basically going to be juggling multiple things besides just the SEO, so doing lots of stuff. He has been, said he's consistently been working on improving SEO, but he's not actually seen any noticeable results. He's not mentioned the KPIs that he's measuring and what he's optimizing for, um, and kind of what his strategy is. So there's no one in his team to discuss strategy, so it sounds like with or get guidance from. So it looks like he's looking for help. He's not really sure about the strategy and stuff like that. Feels confused and quite demotivated. So, any other information? He's unsure if he should push through or try to figure this out on his own. I'll consider switching to a company with a larger team where I can learn from more experienced people. If anyone senior in SEO or digital marketing is open to sharing advice or guidance, I would genuinely appreciate it. So the advice that I would give that gentleman is yes, if he's in a company where he's the only marketer, and so he's in a smaller company. Um, he wants to really find like a mentoring or coaching, something like that, where he can do a course on it. But it wants to be with a caveat that it wants to be a course where it's really from somebody who's already in the so they're still working in the industry, basically. They're not just done something 10 years ago and then they're teaching that. So that'd be one option. Another option is I did have a lot when I was working full time for for a full time business owner. Um I did spend a I did work for a lot of small companies. I worked for bigger organizations as well. Um and you certainly have to be more proactive with the smaller companies, and you expected to kind of be more of a self-starter and more of a generalist as well. So you will end up spinning lots of plates. So when I work for big organisations like public sector, for example, here in the UK, you definitely more people to bounce ideas around, and there's a big you've got to actually get buy-in. You've got to do strategy. You can't start it without strategy. So there's kind of like red tape and bureaucracy and stuff like that. So that's like the other angle. I would say that if he's plateaued in the current job and there's nobody to really learn from, he could either start doing courses, but I'd be very obviously discerning on the type of courses and learning, because it's all about education. Or yeah, just go and work for like a digital marketing agency, SEO agency, and then actually learn from those people and just sit with everybody and just be around that environment. That would be the ultimate, I think. Now the thing is, I didn't work for a digital marketing agency or another SEO agency. I started my own SEO and digital marketing agency, having worked for a bunch of different companies, but never an agency. So I suppose I kind of did it the hard way. But if I were to go back and start again to save me some time, I would definitely have sought out mentors, coaches who've already done what I'm looking to do earlier, and you can find those within companies that you're working for as well. Or if he does want to stick with that smaller company, I would still seek people. So it's literally the information that he needs is in somebody else's head, so he can follow what they're doing basically, and actually, it's like if I get anybody doing any, for example, an SDR doing cold calling for me, for my digital marketing agency, just as another example, I will expect him to follow the script that I know is working, and then months down the line, if they've got some ideas that they can iterate. So it's the philosophy, the method is replicate and then innovate, or replicate and then iterate, which always following the tried and trusted method until not try to be clever and not try to be arrogant or anything like that. Be a student in life, and learn from other people who are already ahead, in terms of they've already done that thing, so you can learn from them. You can, of course, fail forward as well, and kind of just figure it out, and that'll obviously take longer. But if you can learn from other people's mistakes, then that's wisdom. So it's very wise to do that. So yeah, those two options. That's what I'd do. I've not read the other comments, and yeah, but that's what I'd. So I'll just read a few more of the comments. Actually, what just some bits and pieces of what people have been saying. Um, so basically, someone saying managing SEO alone is already a big responsibility. So give yourself credit for that first. Yeah. Not seeing results doesn't mean you're failing. SEO usually takes 3 to 6 months. I don't like that advice. SEO takes 3 to 6 months. That's a bit of a sweeping statement. It could be a well-established site, and then you could make some tweaks, or it could be a startup site, and then it could take more than 3 to 6 months. So that's kind of dangerous advice, I think. It lacks context. Um, that's quite a long one. I don't want to read the rest of that. Somebody's put, what are the stats of last 3 months? It's just a quick sentence. It's almost like they were just trying to get a comment in there on Reddit. Um, First, marketing in all agencies is not a one-man job. Ask your employer to get more people. I agree with that. Yeah, I really agree with that. Just having one marketer in a company. It's talking about CEO, copy, building good links. Is he going to do all the copywriting himself? Is he going to edit all the videos if they're doing that kind of content marketing? Is he going to do digital PR? Is he going to do the backlinks? There's a lot to do, really, for one person. And it depends how much he's doing as well. So we talk about content audits and everything. Somebody's saying SEO takes time. It does. Don't quit. I think the thing is, though, he doesn't know if he's on the right track. That's what comes across. We all know SEO takes a long time, um, especially for a site that is kind of starting from scratch. But SEO is a long-term play. It's not a 3 to 6 months, then stop and then you SEO'd. It's a ongoing, never stop. Always, you start to build a moat around yourself with SEO as well. When you get some good results, you want to keep them. You'll get competitors, nipping at your heels and all that kind of thing. Um, so you've got some advice here. Join SEO communities. That's good advice. Ask questions, share your experiences, learn from more experienced professionals. That's good advice. Um, Engaging with others will help you stay updated. Maybe he's got some groups like in his city or town where he can like techie groups. Somebody said it's not a motivation problem, it's a feedback loop problem. I think generally, like the gist of it is it's an education problem. He doesn't have the knowledge to do it, so he's not sure if he's doing the right thing. It's a knowledge gap basically. So he's got to pay down his what does Alex and Moses say? Pay down his ignorance tax. Um, so just got to keep learning, keep getting stuck in, get that feedback loop going. I agree, feedback loop, that's a good one. Um, yeah, feedback loop, somebody else has said. KPIs, I mentioned that at the start. Um, so actually, somebody said, um, somebody said you need to learn more at 23, guys 23, instead of staying local to your current job. You can switch job if your current workplace does not help you develop your professional skills. But the original posters put, yeah, but in this company, I'm getting to work directly with the founder. As a small agency, I get to handle sales, so I am talking to business owners for sales. I've worked with a lot of owners. I've worked like with small companies working with the owner. It's been brilliant. But I've also worked at bigger organizations working in bigger teams, and that's been great as well. So I'd say do both, get the experience, smaller companies, bigger companies, all that kind of thing. So yeah, that's why I gave both options. If you want to carry on working there, it's gonna have to get external support from that beyond that company. And it wants to be people. If there's somebody running an agency already and they've got a course, that would be a good idea, I think. So get a mentor on that. Somebody's saying you're not failing, you're just learning without feedback, which is tough. And then they put SEO takes 3 to 6 plus months. I mean, 6 plus months, yeah. So um, yeah, okay. So that is the kind of generic advice, the 3 to 6 months or 6 to 9 months or whatever it is, but it all depends. It's how long is a piece of string. But yeah, that's a good post. I'll do some more videos like this if you like them. Take care. Love you loads. See you later. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.